In 2012, Will Ahmed was navigating the competitive athletic environment of Harvard University. As the captain of the squash team, he experienced a recurring physical setback. He would train intensely to reach peak fitness, only to suddenly suffer from unexplained physical burnout. He found a gap in the technology market. The wearables available in 2012 were limited to tracking external movement. They could count steps or push phone notifications, but they couldn't explain what was happening inside his body. His solution was to found Bobo Analytics, later renamed Whoop, to develop a biometric band designed specifically for internal monitoring, rather than general-purpose smartwatch features. To prevent burnout, Ahmed realized that athletes needed to stop measuring how far they moved and begin measuring their physiological readiness to handle stress. This led to a design philosophy that prioritized depth of data over surface-level convenience. The device deliberately omitted a screen, buttons, and vibrating notifications. To capture accurate physiological trends, the sensors must stay on the body 24 hours a day. To prevent data gaps, the company engineered a slide-on battery pack that charges the device while the user is in motion. The early business strategy bypassed the general public. Instead, the company targeted professional sports teams and elite military units that required a competitive edge. The technology gained credibility when NBA stars like LeBron James began using it to manage their physical strain during championship seasons. Adoption by elite Olympic athletes like Michael Phelps further established the device as a serious performance tool for the world's most disciplined performers. By proving the technology at the highest levels of professional sports, the company built strong consumer demand before they ever marketed it to the mainstream. While the hardware is screenless, the software experience translates raw biometric signals into three distinct pillars of health data. The first pillar is strain. This measures the total cardiovascular load placed on your body throughout the day, whether that load comes from a sprint or a stressful workday. The second is recovery. This score is determined by resting heart rate and heart rate variability, which measures the tiny millisecond fluctuations between each heartbeat. The third is sleep. The band tracks all 4 sleep stages and calculates exactly how much sleep debt a user has accrued from previous nights. This chart plots how strain and recovery interact over a week. High physical strain typically leads to a lower recovery score the following day, unless it is offset by the specific sleep targets the app recommends. By weighing these metrics together, the system provides a daily guide that tells users when to push their physical limits and when to prioritize rest. In 2018, the company made a strategic shift in its business model. They stopped selling the hardware for an upfront $500 price tag. They moved to a wearable-as-a-service model. The physical device is provided at no upfront cost, provided the user pays for a recurrent software membership. This pricing structure offers 3 tiers: Whoop 1 at $199, Peak at $239, and Life at $359. This pivot drove growth, hitting a $10.1 billion valuation and a $1.1 billion revenue run rate. This model has created friction. The company faced recent user backlash after it changed the policies surrounding its free hardware upgrade promises. Because 85% of total revenue now comes from recurring memberships, the company's success depends entirely on retaining users through the value of its software, rather than one-time device sales. Most wearables provide users with endless data points, but very little context. Without professional guidance, raw vital signs are difficult to turn into actionable habits. To address this, the company integrated Whoop Coach, an AI assistant powered by OpenAI's GPT-4. The AI analyzes billions of physiological data points to provide conversational, personalized health recommendations based on a user's specific biometric history. This effectively provides every member with a 24/7 physiological expert that can explain exactly how their behaviors are impacting their recovery and health. By translating complex trends into simple actions, the platform sees high engagement. Users open the app an average of 8 times per day, which is nearly triple the rate of competing screenless wearables. The company is now focusing its roadmap on clinical longevity rather than just athletic performance. The new medical-grade hardware includes FDA-cleared ECGs and blood pressure monitoring, turning the device into a diagnostic tool. Through advanced labs, users can integrate blood biomarker panels with their wearable data to get a more complete picture of their biological age. The platform is also entering formal healthcare systems, including a partnership with the CMS Access Program to provide monitored care for Medicare beneficiaries. A decade after its origins in a Harvard squash court, The platform is now shifting its focus toward proactive health monitoring and preventative care. This transition from athletic tracking to clinical diagnostics represents a new approach